Hey guys, this is Carnivore5, and today I want to go over the patch 1.08. Now, if you guys weren't aware, there was a patch implemented a few days ago. Let's go over the notes real quick. Not too much, but I do want to talk about a lot at the end. Online specific gameplays. Basically, they're trying to fix freezes. I'm seeing that they're still happening on Twitter. They also fixed an exploit challenge of the week. I'm glad that's fixed. It's kind of ridiculous that that was a problem to begin with. And again, another complaint of mine, why did they change something that wasn't broken? Challenge of the Week was a lot of fun. I still enjoy it, but why did they change the system in Challenge of the Week? It was never hacked before. No, I shouldn't say hacked, but it was never exploited before. At least not that I'm aware of. All the scores seem legitimate. Now this year, I mean, they've been doing Challenge of the Week for like 10 years, so why did they change this? They changed the system this year, and then it makes no sense why they changed it. Whatever, though. I mean, it's cool you can get prizes by doing it. I've won a few prizes by doing it, so hopefully we can see a new Challenge of the Week tomorrow. Swing analysis. I want to talk about this one a lot. We'll come back to this one. I want to finish up the miscellaneous. Fix an issue where Team Epic mission stats and wins cannot track. Whatever, don't care. Corrected minor issues, universal profile achievements, whatever. Alright. Basically, I want to talk about swing analysis. So, what they did was, it no longer shows your opponent's PCI when pitching. Again, they're not really fixing the root of the problem. We all know the exit velos are not being properly assigned to good timing, or late timing, or early timing, whatever you want to call it. They're not being properly assigned. For the most part, you're being rewarded too often for bad timing. I know there's people complaining on Twitter. First they were complaining about the center green, so they took out the green swings and gave us buckshot. I don't think really anybody was complaining about not, centering up a ball. It's pretty obvious if you centered up a ball, so I'm not really sure why they just didn't go a wedge. If you center up a ball wedge, the dot's on the ball. It's pretty easy. If you're using something like, Reticle or Classic or whatever the other ones are, yeah, it can be kind of misleading, but it's still pretty obvious if you didn't center up a ball. Something has to be kind of wrong with you if you can't tell you didn't center up a ball, so I don't really know why they switched to buckshot. But now they're taking away the opponent's PCI because people really didn't understand how it works. So instead of explaining to people in-game how this stuff works, which they've never done, they've never explained this stuff anywhere. It's not in the handbook or online, or I don't think it's anywhere. So yeah, I could kind of see why it's confusing to the mass, because the hardcore people already know about it, but the casual gamers probably are confused by this stuff. So I don't know why it's even in the game. But to me, why don't you just show the opponent's PCI, what interface they're using, show their exact feedback? Who cares? Just show it. Is it going to break the game or something? I'm not sure. But I for one would like to see their feedback. We can see their timing, that's it, but we can't see their PCI placement or the interface they're using. So again, they pretty much made another, in my opinion, a lazy fix to the root of the problem. They're not really addressing the real core issues with the game, especially the hitting. So whatever, that kind of frustrates me. I really don't know if anybody did not know. Like, if you're a subscriber right now and you're watching this video, or I guess if you're not even a subscriber, you're just watching this video, let me know if you guys were not aware of this, because I thought pretty much everybody was aware of it. I mean, there was a few kind of newer people to the community that might not have been aware. Also, guys, something that they did not include in here is pretty much they tuned down power. That's pretty much been the consensus on Twitter. They just overall tuned down power. They didn't really fix, again, the late hits, the inside out hits, the early swings. So basically now it's where you square up a ball, you're not being rewarded. It's even worse. So instead of squaring up a ball, it might be hit 95 to 99 with exit velo. Every now and then you square one up and be hit over 100. But now I'm seeing exit velos of around like 90 miles an hour. So that's even more ridiculous. And now I'm still seeing exit velos on inside out swings where you're late or just late, still being hit for 100 plus. So the root of the problem is still there. They need to fix it. And what kind of concerns me is that we're over 2 months in. Excuse me, we're not 2 months. We're over 2 months in, almost 3 months, getting into 3 months, 2.5 months. They're working on 18 right now, and this is just kind of a problem with sports titles in general. They're just working on the game year-round to meet the expectation for the next year's title. So it's a never-ending cycle, and in my opinion, why don't they just take time to fix the problem? Because honestly, if the hitting is like this for 18, we can kind of put up with this for a few months for 17. Some of us can, But if the problem is still there for 18, I really see this community just dying, this game dying. I mean, there's not going to be any competitive. There's not going to be any competitive drive in this game or in this community. It's just going to die, man. So just fix the problem, SDS. If you're watching this video, I love your guys' game, but please just address the root of the problem and fix the stuff. I mean, you guys know what the problem is. You know, you just have to fix it. It's simple as that. So, I mean, let me know if you guys actually enjoy this patch. I'll be honest, I have yet to test it, and so, I mean, I guess I can't speak too much about it yet, but I mean, I'm seeing a lot of complaints on Twitter. I know the public isn't always right about these sort of things, but I will, I will play it a lot on the stream, and I'll let you guys know, give you some feedback. But let me know how the patch is working for you guys. I did a poll on Twitter, and basically, like, over 3/4 are saying it's terrible. So that really has me concerned. And again, what also has me concerned is that they're taking time to do these lazy updates. They're adjusting the sliders, but they're not patching anything. You guys, they have to fix the hitting engine and the ball physics. Has to be addressed, has to be fixed, or the same stuff's gonna happen next year and the year after and year after. It's nice they took all this time to introduce new ball physics from 16 to 17, but was it really needed? Was that really an issue? With people complaining about that in 16? I don't think so. So I have faith in them. I hope they can fix it. Yeah, I didn't sound too thrilled about saying that. So anyways, here's the patch notes, guys. Let me know if you guys are noticing anything else. And again, there's some other things that I would like them to address. Strike zones. I would say just put them on standard, or turn the variable umpires off. I know there's people out there that can argue it's realistic, whatever. I mean, it's a video game, so if it's trying to be a simulation, it wouldn't have these stupid inside-out hits. So clearly, I don't know if it's still trying to be simulation or not, but whatever. That's not too big of a deal. Just annoying. Pretty much nobody I mean, there might be a few people that like it, and the developers might think it's cool that it adds randomness and variables into the game of baseball, but that's fine. But again, if you're trying to take your game to a competitive level, up there with I wouldn't, Madden, for how many problems it has, it still does a very good job, with its esports community. And at least 2K, again, 2K has esports, so at least those games have taken the next step. This game has yet to do that. So whatever. I mean, I think it'd be good just to take it off. Secondly, the fielding animations, especially for pitchers, it's mainly pitchers. Terrible, absolutely awful. Almost every slow roller hit in front of the pitcher is a hit. It's worse than last year. Everything else, fielding is good. That and the tagging's still bad. But all the other animations, they do have more of a sense of urgency, so that's good. But really, if they just fix the hitting, especially the inside-out late hits, I think this game would be fantastic with all the live content we have. So I know I'm kind of rambling on. Let me know what your guys' opinions are of this patch 1.08. This is Car Number 5 signing out. Peace.